All right, so here's a recap from yesterday. Today's actually Thursday. It's my travel day back home. But I want to kind of recap yesterday. So yesterday was a long day. But first, I want to say thank you to Real Del Mar Golf Resort. They have been very accommodating to me. When I say that, I mean, I think I've mentioned this earlier, may be in the video, may not be. But when I reached out to them, they got back to me within like 2-3 days. This is back in, I think, October, November, when I was like, okay, I think I could probably do this. So I want to really thank Irving. You helped me out a ton, and I'm very thankful and very grateful to you and your team here. I have to say this course is beautiful. This is the kind of course I love to play. Anyone who has ever heard me talk about a golf course, I love undulation, I love elevation changes, all that kind of stuff. This course is actually pretty tight, believe it or not. And I went out and shot a 79. Probably should have shot a little bit lower, but again, my scoring average for the day, I wanted to be 85 or less. Let's just say it was probably 80, right? So I beat that. I didn't get all 54 holes in. That's okay. Logistically, this was on paper super easy, right? Like everything else that you would ever do in your life. But when I went and did this whole practical application thing, right? Got to Toronto on Tuesday night, no problem. Got to the hotel, no problem. Got up 3:30 a.m. yesterday, Eastern Standard Time. And I was at the course by 4:40. And Guy Lacroix met me there. He and his superintendent, Mike, were there. Just super excited about having me there, which made me feel really great. That, to me, was a huge thing. So, long story short, go out. Course was in amazing shape. I played really well, shot a 79. That course was absolutely amazing. If you're in the Toronto area and if you can't get a tee time, I hear I think Guy said they do like 39,000 rounds a year there, which is fantastic. But what I learned is that Toronto is a huge golf city, tons of golf courses, but there's really nowhere to play because there's so many people and their season's short. So get done playing there, have an Uber pick me up. I had, we'll just say Uber Pete pick me up. Pete, hope you're watching this. We had a great conversation on the way to the airport. He's a golfer. I wish I could get some of that EVOO that you and your family make, but maybe at some point you and I will connect and we'll be able to figure that out. Get to the airport. I have like a pretty long wait. I got in the airport, through security, back, like everything in Toronto, super easy to do. I was a little worried about that. I had a few hours to kill in between getting there and the time the plane took off. I had a little snafu. Shout out to Porter Airlines. Super comfortable flight, everything. Little challenge with some clerical stuff to get the plane to take off there. So we were about 45 minutes or an hour late. Again, completely out of my control. That was the moment where I felt like I was going to lose my mind and really have a problem for the day, because I was thinking the worst case scenario, because my mind always goes to the worst case scenario. So I thought about all the people that have said to me, you know what, John, just do your thing. If there's anything that's in your control, handle it. If it's out of your control, you just have to roll with it. So just when I started to get super frustrated, they shut the door and we took off. We ended up landing about 45 minutes after what we were supposed to land. And got here, actually got to San Diego, and Tyler, my buddy Tyler, picked me up. You'll see him in the video. He actually didn't get to play because he was actually going home. He was going back to the East Coast, back to the Philly area. So I'll play golf with him maybe in a week or two at home. And so he wanted to play, but like San Diego traffic is insane, and like it was just crazy. And we had to play far out because you can't really get tee times in San Diego, and like I'm filming and there's a bunch of other stuff. Like logistically, the optics of a camera, I'll just let everyone know, the optics of a camera for people playing golf is not good. It's not, people don't want to see that. What people do want to see is you playing very quickly. So what I'll say is this. I played 18 holes in Canada in 2 hours. I played 9 holes in San Diego at Enagic Golf Club. So thank you for being accommodating. I think the weather helped. There wasn't many people out on the course. Played 9 holes in about probably an hour and a half. So pace was a little bit slower, but I got to play with Joel from Factor Golf and his buddy Jared, and that was a lot of fun. So I will take those hits all day long. Again, could I have played faster? Yeah, but I really wanted to enjoy it. Like, Joel's a new friend of mine, and I really enjoyed playing golf with people that are like-minded, and I think that relationship's only going to grow. Jared, his buddy, he was -2 coming in, and then when we were going back out, I don't know what his score was, but I think some of my poor shot making maybe rubbed off on him. But anyway, it was great to meet you guys for sure. Joel, you and I will definitely stay in touch. Jared, if you're ever out in the East Coast, hit us up. We'll get out and we'll play some golf. So literally got done and ran in to get changed. I was in the same clothes a couple days. I took a wash yourself wipes shower. Shout out to Monica. I really appreciate you. And the product is just amazing. I'm saying it because I use it, right? I'm not saying it because I'm not getting paid for it. I like to partner with really great companies and see if I can help them just a little tiny bit. And the support is always great for me. So as I'm in there in the bathroom or in the locker room it's actually a bathroom, in the bathroom getting changed, I get a text from Jose from 5-Star Tours, 5-Star Transportation in San Diego. That's who I reached out to come pick me up in San Diego and take me to Tijuana. This is where the story gets absolutely wild. I should turn this into a podcast, but maybe this will be the podcast. Not sure. So Jose picks me up. So Jose texts me. He goes, "Hey, I'm here. Am I in the right place?" "Yep, I'll be right out, bud. I'm getting changed." Good deal. I get changed, quickly get out. And I go out, and he's in a small car, right? Small, like 4-door car. And so he's like, "Hey, man, like we're going to get there as quickly as we can. The border can be like an hour, it could be 20 minutes or whatever." He said, "But everything starts backing up around 2:45, and then we hit the border right around 5-ish, which is like 5:15, which is like the worst time to do it." So I'll leave all the details out, but here's what is the most important. I thought the flight from Toronto to San Diego was the most important part of this trip. You know what the most important part was? Partnering with the right people, and that's 5-Star Tours, to make sure that as I'm going through and getting my stuff done, that I can actually get there in time. Jose, I will say this, 5-Star Tours, if all of your drivers are like Jose, you have a business model like no one else. Jose committed to me. He said, "John," he called me Mr. Kelly. I said, "Call me John." He said, "John, here's what's going to happen." He goes, "I'm going to get you where you need to go." He goes, "It's going to be a wild adventure." I said, "Okay, love it." He explained everything. I saw a border wall, which again, that's a whole other thing. Like for me, like I have a different perspective. I saw some things that like made me sad, and I saw some things that like maybe like whatever. So I'm not going to get political on it. It's just is what it is. Jose is a wizard that drives a fire-breathing dragon. This dude goes straight up. He goes, "John, here's what's going to happen." He goes, "You're going to see what goes on." He goes, "I'm really good at this." He goes, "I do this maybe three times a week." I said, "Jose, take the wheel." Jose got me here. He said it was going to take an hour. I think we got here in like 40-ish minutes, 45 minutes. Gave me like, it was the best experience ever. It was probably the best experience I've ever had in a car. If you've ever experienced driving through the border at Tijuana, like in your own car or whatever, like God bless you, because I'd probably still be there in line, waiting in the line. It was a wild experience, but a great experience nonetheless. I was completely safe. I never felt unsafe. 5-Star. If you're in the San Diego area and you need to get to Tijuana, reach out to them, and they're the best. I've only used them, but like I can't imagine anyone being any better. So Jose gets me here to Real Del Mar Golf Resort. Drops me off at the front. The people at the front office or front desk checked me in very quickly. I said, "I have to go play golf right now. I don't have any time." Got me to my room, which by the way, my room, They said my room's the best one on the resort. I believe it because I have a balcony that overlooks this entire beautiful area here. So I get my golf bag out. I come down, I walk down. Sammy here at the golf, at the starter house. He said, "Oh, you're the YouTuber?" I was like, "Yeah." I just went with it, right? I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just John. But he got me a cart. Came out. I started playing golf at 6 o'clock. I think it was like 6:02 when I teed off on number 1. I grinded. I said, "You know what, John? You got to get this done. You came here for this. Let's get 18 in." I had glow-in-the-dark golf balls. I hit one. I actually lost it because I thought I mishit my drive, but my drive was actually perfect because, again, glasses, dark, all that. So, yeah, so I get off the first tee box, rip it right down the middle. Par the first hole. I parred all 3 countries on the first hole, made a par. That felt good to me. That just was a confidence booster. I was thinking about the lessons I've had. I was thinking about what Justin told me. I was thinking about how Ken and I talk about golf all the time. I was thinking about Andrew and how he goes, "Look, dude, if something goes wrong, it's just golf. Like, go out, have a good time." So I did that. Thought about Shane a lot. Thought about Brian a lot. I thought about, all these, these people. I thought about like the league nights at Scramble House and all the fun things that we do. And I just went out and I executed shot after shot after shot after shot. And I ended up shooting a 79 here. So I shot a 79 at Pickering Glen Golf Club in Pickering, Ontario, Canada. Shout out to Guy Lacroix again. I shot a 41, which was a little high. That actually was exactly what I shot. I shot 41 on the front, or 41 each round. And then I think 39. 41, 30, 38, whatever. I shot 79, 41, 79. So I get here and I'm playing. And let me tell you, this course, I'm out here right now. It's super early in the morning still. It is 7:41. I have to leave here in about an hour and 20 minutes. I have an Uber taking me to the airport. But I got to play this course, and I've seen some reviews online about the course not being great or whatever. This course is really well maintained. I will say this, hole number 5, I didn't know that it was under construction. And I hit a drive. There was no tee markers. I was like, okay, whatever. I saw some equipment, but I hit my ball. I went up and I saw that there was sod rolled up. So if you've ever played golf at a golf course that's under construction, a lot of times they'll take the sod from around the green and just roll it up, and it'll still continue to grow. So when I got up there, I just picked my ball up. I gave myself a par and I went. I think I showed it on the video. Maybe I'll show it here. But I got to see the work that they're doing. And the course like that, that was hard to look at because there were holes dug, right? There's water lines. There's it looks like they're putting irrigation in, which again, is a really smart thing. This course, you can see how green this course is. There's some patches that look a little rough, but the tee boxes are big and it looks like they maintain them well. The maintenance crew's out here rolling the greens right now. So I get all 18 in, barely got them in. I couldn't see the last couple shots. I definitely didn't see my tee shot on 18, but I hit it. I knew I hit it perfect. I knew the line it was on and I heard it land, so I knew I was good. I carried it a little far, and I didn't have my 56, so I ended up hitting a putter down the hill twice in thicker grass. This trip is not for any of this. This trip is not for views. It's not for likes. It's not for anything. This trip for me was really me putting myself out there and saying, you know what, here's what I want to do and here's why I want to do it. You know what, the reason I want to do it is just because. The why, just because. I love golf. I love playing golf. I'm not a big fan of travel. I'm not a big fan of like traveling far away. I'm not a big fan of being away from home. But when you're treated this way and you see that there are people out there saying, you're doing what? You played golf in Canada this morning and you played in San Diego and then you're playing here in Tijuana? Yeah, it's exactly what I'm doing. And is it a far-fetched thing? Kind of, whatever. But this for me was something I needed to prove to myself. Not only was I able to do this, it kind of felt like a marathon, or I'll just call it like the Broad Street Run, because I actually did that. It's a 10-miler many years ago. But what this meant to me and the amount of support that I got from people people I don't even know. Like I met a new guy, Uber Pete. He was a solid guy. Like he's a golfer and he was super interested in what I'm doing. Started following me. I met a couple gentlemen on hole number 10 last night. They saw me hit my drive and they said they waved me up. I hit my ball up. Actually hit it pretty close. Ended up making a 2-putt par. Rolled out. But they were interested. They're like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I was like, they asked me if I had YouTube, and I said yes. And I explained to them what was going on. But then I went and I finished it all. I got to a point yesterday, I think it was like hole number 16, maybe 15, 16. And I have a pump up session for myself because I felt really down at that moment because like it was getting dark, I couldn't see. And I just told myself, I'm like, John, like I think I have it on camera. I don't know if I was recording or not, but like I just gave myself the business. I'm like, look, dude, you're here, finish strong, finish, and I said, finish strong. John, finish strong. Then I just said to myself, you know what, John? Just finish, dude. Just finish. Like, however you have to finish, make it happen. And I did. That was a great feeling. I live streamed my last tee shot, which was cool. I don't know if anyone saw it, but that's okay. I'm trying to use this technology, be the cool guy, 45-year-old nerd. But so that was my day yesterday. I got back to the hotel room and got a shower. The shower here was great. I mean, just really great water pressure. Like, it's a big thing. Like a shower is a big thing for me. So, I got through the day yesterday. I think I got through it really well. I think I got through it about as good as I could possibly get through it. And to me, that's a big, huge accomplishment because I have been for quite a while, not negative, but I haven't also been positive. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be more positive. So if this here video is like something that will help one person say, you know what, dude, I can go do something cool, then maybe that's what they do. Maybe they go do something cool. So as we continue to move forward with all these things that we're doing here, course was amazing. Irving, thank you so much. To the Real Del Mar Golf Resort staff, everyone who was here, super top notch, the nicest people you'd ever run into. I've never run into anyone in Mexico, and I've been to Cancun. I'm a big, huge Mexico, Cancun, Playa del Carmen guy. But this part of the country, the people are just as nice, super accommodating, and so lots going on here at Real Del Mar Golf Resort. And again, the ocean is literally right there. I had this beautiful view of from my balcony. Starting to rain a little bit here, but what you can only see part of the golf course, but the golf course goes out and kind of that way. There's a really great par 3 that was, I wish I would have had more time because I probably would have played it a little differently, but it was like straight downhill. Again, if you know me, this is what I love. I love undulating, elevation changes. I don't like undulating greens per se. I like some movement. I don't like just flat greens. But these greens here, some of them are long, some of them are wide, some of them are round, some of them are kind of odd shaped. But if you're in San Diego, take a trip down here and play this golf course. Like, I think there's another one around here somewhere. Come down early in the morning, play here and play there. I don't know. But what I'll say is this: if you like golf and you like a kind of golf course that'll challenge you, but it's not crazy hard, come here. That's all I'm going to say. From a golf perspective, this golf course here is a really great golf course. It's a fun course. I could imagine you coming here with a bunch of buddies. Like, if you come from San Diego down here to Tijuana, like, you could have a great time down here. So that's what I have for right now. Again, I have an Uber picking me up in about an hour, 10 minutes, taking me to Tijuana Airport. I'm going to be flying to Phoenix. I have an 8-hour delay 8-hour layover in Phoenix. I'm going to try to play golf there if I can check my bag. So maybe there will be more video, maybe there won't be. I think if I play there in Phoenix, I'm just going to go play. I'm not going to video. Maybe I'll do some stuff with the iRange in my phone. But I want to just reiterate how great of an experience this is. The anxiety that I have is really right now is just getting home, right? I'm not going to be home for about 24 hours, right? So I'm going to be going to the airport in an hour, and then it's going to be 24 hours before I get home. So, and it's just because there's a huge layover, and I get it. It's not really that big of a deal. I planned it, and this is the best I could do. So I had a budget. I had to stay within the budget. Now, again, just closing this out, I want to thank a few people. I hope I don't miss anyone, but I want to thank, first of all, Nate at Acorn Hills with the help that you've given me with the shirts, the friendship that you and I have. I'm just so thankful for you and your team. And by the way, go check out Yeti. I just went to Yeti. Go check out the bumblinggolfer.com. There's 2 limited edition shirts. There's a classic and there's a podcast version. Both are actually really great. So do that. I want to thank Tim Wilson just for being an inspiration to say, is someone who, is like, a little older in life, and that means me as well, Tim. I'm not calling you old, but just going out and doing your thing and having a good time. And, Tim at Willie's Wagyu, go check out willieswagyu.com. I'm not sure if he's going to be shipping anywhere in the country, but if you're in the Indiana area, then you should definitely check that out. That's my alarm going off because I wasn't sure what time I was going to wake up. I want to thank Monica and the team at Wash Yourself Wipes. I want to thank you for trusting me with your brand. These wipes are amazing, and it made my trip much more manageable. I think I used 3 of them yesterday and didn't feel sticky one time. I was sweating and I was cold and I was sweating. Like it was a little bit much. I feel like there's going to be a lawnmower coming by in a second. I want to thank Guy Lacroix and his team. You guys made it really amazing for me. Yeah, this guy looks like he's racing a golf cart or a lawnmower. So it might get loud for a second. And you gotta see this. You gotta see this lawnmower. You gotta see this lawnmower. He ain't got no hood on it. He got no hood on that bad boy, but it's running. All right, so Nate, Tim, Monica. I want to thank Guy Lacroix and his team, the ownership group up there at Pickering Glen. I want to thank Mike and his team. They went out and actually kind of prettied up the course for me, knowing I was going to be filming. Didn't have to do that, but I certainly appreciate it. I want to thank Joel Moody and Tyler Cleland. Tyler went out of his way. He lives in LA. He came down to San Diego, picked me up from the airport. We're supposed to play golf. I was delayed, the whole 9 yards. He still got me there, and then he rolled out. Tyler, I really appreciate you. I'm super happy we reconnected after 25 plus years since high school. Still a great dude, still the same guy. Super solid. Joel, excited for your new products to come out. More to come on that. These Factor irons, I hit the strike. They perform really well. I'm glad you got to see me hitting them yesterday or during my round there. I'm really thankful for you and what you've helped me with. And Tyler with VA shafts, really thankful for that. Shout out to Justin Reines and the team at Scramble House and the entire Scramble House community. Without your help, I don't play good golf. I didn't play great golf, but I think, look, this is a big step for me, right? I'm going to break par this year. That's going to be that. I'm going to get to a 5 handicap. Want to thank, man, I'm missing a ton of people here. Ton of people. Yeah, I want to thank, obviously, Real Del Mar again, the golf resort here. Just amazing. I want to thank 5 Star Tours. I want to thank Jose at 5 Star Tours or Transport or whatever the name of the company is. I'll get it right. But you get the point. Just check them out, 5 Star Tours. I think it's on Instagram. And yeah, so I have that. And then, Porter Airlines, very impressed with the way that you handle your business in the air. It was a great experience. I mean, it was a different environment. The flight attendants all dressed up, kind of in like uniform, and they had like the cool little hats and all that stuff. Super nice people, really really nice. The plane was amazing. The plane was super clean. Plane was the quietest plane I've been on. It was small, but it was super comfortable. No middle seats, which is great. And yeah, let me just get back through Phoenix. Let me get to the airport. One major thing, if you're going to attempt something like this, is one of the biggest lessons I learned. You have to remember to eat and drink. Like I've had one sandwich on the plane flying from Toronto to here. I had a bunch of snacks, but all day yesterday I had 2 bottles of water, 2 regular bottles of water. I had 2 Coke Zeros, and I had 1 bottle of water last night when I got here. And I'm rationing the second one that I have. So when I get to Tijuana's airport, I'm just probably gonna start drinking like crazy. Anything that doesn't have 0 sugar. So that was my lessons. I'm super thankful for each and every one of you who actually watched this. If you're listening to this, I'm going to turn this into a podcast. So this will be a podcast as well as like just a video. But yeah, Real Del Mar Golf Resort. Come here, give it a chance if you're in San Diego. Like, you can go play super fancy places, but I feel like it's going to be hard pressed to play a course that's this unique. This place is super unique. Beautiful trees, a lot of wildlife, a lot of, you know, there's a dog, there's a course dog that just runs around. He didn't bother me or anything like that. There's running water up there. You get to hear that. You get to see some houses being built. It's just really neat. And again, the ocean's right there. And I don't know what the islands are out there, but I'll check it out. But again, super nice place, very accommodating. They have a practice area. They have a putting green here. They don't have a range. I don't believe they have a range, but most courses don't. So putting green, this is hole number 10. Hole number 1's up. They both kind of go the same. They're almost the same exact hole. So, and then number 18, I think, might be the best hole that they have here, because you're hitting over water, and I love that. I love that. And the green is like, it's not deep, but it's really, really wide. So you probably have a 20-yard deep green and probably 40-yard, 50-yard wide. So I'm gonna end it on that. I'm gonna go up, grab my stuff, make sure I have everything together, make sure I got my passport, all that good stuff. When we get to Tijuana's airport, check my bag, hopefully to Phoenix. Check my bag to Phoenix. If I can do that, then I'll probably go play some golf, or I'll just turn around and check it right back in. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe play grass clippings. That looks like a fun place to go, and that's where a lot of I think there's good events there. I think the grass league's there, so that would be cool to check out. And yeah, appreciate everyone. That is it for Mexico, Canada, the US and Mexico in one day. 45 holes, didn't get 54 in, but I challenge anyone out there who's going to do it. If you want to do it and you think you can get it done, hit me up. I will help you. I'm not going to ever say that I'm the first one to do this or I'm the only one, but I don't want to be that guy. I want to be helpful. I want to help you go do the things you want to do. If you want to try to get this done, if you want to start in Vancouver and work your way down, hit me up, dude. I'll help you plan. Dude or dudette, whatever. I'll help you plan it. I think this is a great trip. I think this is a perfect spot to end. I just do. So whether you're going to try Toronto and back across the country, or whether you're going to try Detroit and Canada right there and back down across the country, completely up to you. But I would love to see someone accomplish this. I don't care who it is. Commercial flights, no private flights, no personal aircraft. I mean, personal aircraft would be pretty cool. I guess that would count, right? If you have a personal aircraft, like you have like a little, like a prop plane. But anyway, that's it. Appreciate each and every one of you. See you guys soon.